Good morning. Well, as you can probably see from the way I'm dressed this morning, it's pretty cold out here, about 3 degrees. Not expected to get more than sort of 5-6 degrees today, but lovely morning, beautiful light, and absolutely there's a just up there there's an absolutely stunning moon up there. So I've just actually been trying to get some shots of the there's a flock of lapwings flying around, so I've just been trying to get a shot of the lapwings actually flying across the front of the moon, which is not easy because depth of field's a massive issue, obviously. So you just have to compromise, I guess, and see what you can get in focus. You're never going to get the birds and the moon in focus in the same shot. We could focus stack it, but that might not be too easy. But yeah, we're just going to really close down the aperture, and we've taken a few shots and see what we can get. And they're just flying across at the moment again, just coming towards the moon. So I'll see if I can actually get a little bit of video of that as well. Might be interesting if they keep doing it. So we'll see what we find today. Nothing planned. Although I do say one thing I will say is what I do plan is, ever since I've had my 5D Mark IV, I've never really used it without the converter on. I've always had my 1.4 converter on, because obviously I'm not so concerned about the ISO with the 5D4, so I'm quite happy to ramp up the ISO a little bit. But what I thought is that I'd actually try just without the converter on for a day and just see what sort of results I get. So even if I don't get some fantastic shots, then I'll post something so at least you can see the sharpness, see what they look like, and we can just do a bit of a comparison with what I've been doing over the last probably 8-9 months since I've had my 5D4, and as I say, I've very rarely taken the converter off. So let's give it a go, see what happens, and see if we can get a few shots. And even if it's just not much of a video, but we get some nice shots for you, we'll post them on here and see what you think. So let's go. So we had a bit of a walk around, and unfortunately the battery died on my video camera, so couldn't really do a great deal. But what I'm going to do is, I say this was a bit of an experiment to see what it's like with the 1.4 converter not on the 5D Mark IV with the 100-400 lens, just to see what the shots are like. As I say, I've got so used to leaving it on, I just thought we'd give it a go without it on. Did get a nice pleasant surprise as we sat on one of the hides down here, because the Kingfisher popped along cello, so and came back a few times. So I'm hoping we might have a shot of that. But what we'll do, we'll go back to base, and I think probably we'll just have a quick review of the photos back there, so that we can see see what it looks like without the 1.4 converter on. So let's go. So here we are back in the office. We've uploaded the images into Lightroom, so we're going to have a look through them, and as I say, just see what it's like without using the 1.4 converter, whether we get a better sharpness in the images or not. So let's get into Lightroom. First image I've got is a little widgeon, and what I'm going to do just to look at these images is just go in, it's looking pretty sharp initially, so it's looking pretty good from that point of view. I'm just going to go in. I'm going to go into these images at pretty well 200% crop, which I wouldn't normally do, but just to see what the detail is. And just looking at this, you can see there's still a sharpness even at 200%. There's still a sharpness there. We can see the detail in all the feathers. So yeah, I think that's looking pretty good actually. And that's, I say, that's without using the converter on there. So the next image is a male mallard duck. So again, looking pretty sharp initially. Just zooming into the 200% crop, and again, it's we're pixel peeping now, but that's looking pretty sharp in there again. Plenty of detail in there, so reasonably happy at that. Female mallard, yeah, and again looking pretty sharp, pretty crisp. You can see around the eye detail and around the feather details, we've got plenty of detail in there. Around the beak, it's all looking, again, for a 200% crop, that's looking fairly sharp even at that stage. So I think this lens is working, this 100-400 Canon lens is working really well without the converter on, I have to say. Got a great eagle in flight, again, zooming in on that, that's probably not as crisp, but I think that's probably me. I don't think that's the lens. I think that's probably I just didn't catch it right in flight. I'm up at 1,600th a second, but I'm didn't quite catch it properly by the looks of it. Again, back to the female mallard, zooming in. 200%, yeah. Again, that's got a lot of detail in these feathers. That's you look around these areas, around the edges, we're looking pretty sharp. It's looking pretty good. So I'm quite impressed at the moment. Again, another one of the female mallard. Got pretty good separation here with the background, so we can see it is coming out. Even at 200%, it's coming out with a good sharp image there. Yeah, that's quite a nice image. I quite like that one. A little shoveler duck again. That's looking pretty sharp too. Got a picture of the day moon. Again, going in 200%. Yeah, we can see look at all the details in these craters around the moon. That's pretty good. There's a lot of detail in there. That's pretty sharp, I have to say. And then the swan at the bulrushes, just eating away at the bulrushes, stripping all the soft outer edges off them. We can see a lot of detail in there. Yeah, nice crisp sharp edges, even as say at 200%. But this is quite nice. I quite like this Kingfisher. Again, it's looking really crisp and sharp. Even if we're going at 200%, this one's a bit of graining. The highest ISO was pretty high because it was a pretty dull day to start off with. But you can see even with there's a little bit of noise in there, but the actual sharpness of the image is absolutely fantastic. So I think yeah, I'm really pleased with those. I think looking at those images, I definitely think that there is a benefit to not using the 1.4 converter, unless you really need the extra reach, and the lighting is going to give you what you need. But I think I'm going to start using it without the converter on. So I've pretty well used the converter on the 5D Mark IV ever since I've had it, because I'm not so worried about the noise levels. It can control that, so I can push the ISO a little higher. But I really like these images. I think they're looking really good without the converter on. Even if you don't zoom in, crop in quite so close, just leave the images a bit more natural as they are. I think they're still good, crisp, sharp images, and I think they really give the effect you need. So hopefully, you've seen what I'm trying to do here. Let me know your thoughts. Drop comments in below. Let me know, whether you use a converter, whether you don't, whether you can see any difference in what you do. It'd be good, you know, it'd be good to hear what other people's opinions of this sort of thing. Yeah, if you like the video, you know, click a like on the button below for me. If you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll hopefully bring you another video soon. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.